I love that part so much. It gets me every time.
Crazy monkey in my mind. Just wanna be high. Just be funky. I'm being okay.
Sorry.
Life find its way.
We are bloody live, mate. Coming in from the internet. Where are we, Craig?
We're at the, not the headquarters, my headquarters. It's the Springfield campus. I don't know. I'm going to drink this coffee. You do it.
Yeah. We're back. We're doing it. It's 2018, 13th of February. Get it together.
Okay.
And
I don't have to get it together for another week. Semester one hasn't started.
yes.
I refuse to get anything together.
Yes. So we just finished summer semester.
Yes. Oh, who are we? What are we doing?
Oh, yeah. So the introductions. Craig Wright. He's a mechanical engineer.
Yeah. Andrew Beckman, civil.
Yes.
And also doing civil engineering. A civil person and a civil engineer.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a win.
I'm not mechanical. I'm actually flesh and blood, by the way. You know, I'm doing mechanical. No, that's a bad joke. Sorry.
Bad joke. Well, this is the second podcast of 2018. We're doing it.
Yep.
We're recording our process of our final year. Like we said, we're two engineering students just sharing our journey.
And the love.
Actually, I came up with this little saying. Well, it's actually our little thing for the Facebook and the YouTube channel, or like where I post the YouTube videos. It's basically what we are doing here is helping the learning community, the engineering learning community of the world. That's like basically our mission statement.
I just want them to survive the experience. I think that's the thing. Like, we're helping them by surviving.
Yeah.
But
we're giving our like little insight, if you will.
So they mentally don't corrode away into oblivion trying to get through, because we have the biggest dropout rates. Insane amount of dropout rates or completion. We have the lowest completion rates, and that's probably a better way to say it.
Yeah, but it's
10%.
Still, well, it's serious. Like, what about when we first started?
Oh yeah, everyone's gone.
Yeah, there's probably like, well, I could probably count on one hand. There's only very few left.
Yeah.
That have actually like stuck it out, and well,
I think we've talked about this too.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's a new year, new things. We got to rehash on a few things as well.
I like to think that we're rare unicorns.
Rare unicorns.
Yeah, we started. Everyone's a horse. You know, you're all ponies and stuff like that at the start, and then we grow this like horn thing on the front. Why am I gesturing? you can hear the gesture.
He's using a hand to identify where the horn is
on the forehead. So we started off as ponies, and now we're nearly a unicorn. Yeah,
we're getting there. We are absolutely getting there. It's good. I was just making sure it's still recording.
What was your saying that you said you had some pre-prepared saying?
That mission statement.
Oh, that was
that was it. I actually wanted to confirm what it was, but I have to go on YouTube.
We should talk about elephants and stuff like that. Remember the elephants? Like we were drinking last month and talking about elephants piece by piece. Bite by bite.
All our little quotes of the elephant quotes.
That got out of hand.
That did. But
what's changed in the last month for you?
Well, dude, I just got back from residential school, which is basically like a full intense week of like prac. And we covered a fair bit of stuff. Hey, we covered. I'll just go in here just so I don't F this up. We covered water and sewage systems, non-destructive structural testing. We did workplace health and safety. We casted some concrete beams and like tested them.
Nice,
which is really cool. And cylinders, you got to do some samples. Obviously, when you're doing testing the concrete, we did column buckling.
Oh.
Looked at a piece of metal and just how it acts on
Did you get to buckle the shit out of that stuff?
Yeah. Well,
so satisfying.
We actually weren't allowed to like make it fail though, which was kind of sucky because I don't know, they got to keep using more and more steel if it keeps breaking, so it costs money. And concrete structures, which was probably the most difficult one.
You guys love your concrete, don't you? You just can't get enough of it.
Mate, that's the most used resources on this planet.
It's true. Concrete drungles.
Yeah.
Drungles? I lost the ability to speak. More coffee. Hang on. It's
But
only
yeah,
2 o'clock and I've only had 5 coffees.
we all live in these concrete jungles. It's quite interesting.
Well,
But hey, man,
yeah, sorry.
what
Go.
I've got a few little tips that I did learn. Well, actually, I got a little story when we went to the water waste treatment plant
Yes.
at Watala, and it's actually Wetala.
Wetala.
Yeah, Wetala.
A water storage at Wetala.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
How good is that? It's in Toowoomba. And they're like back in the day, because everything's getting like flushed down, whatever else, and they found this humongous like wad of cash.
No.
Yeah, like a huge, like I'm talking like a brick size of money. So we're talking about a couple of $1,000s here.
So for the people that don't know, sorry to interrupt,
No good.
but ours a polymer note, so it's plastic sort of thing, so it doesn't go mush, so it can be submerged for forever. So happy days if you find a wad of cash.
Yeah.
Did you get the cash?
Wasn't me.
No.
This happened back in the day before
cool.
people, handed things in,
Yeah.
And so they obviously kept the money, and then so what do you do with money? You take it to the bank.
Yeah.
And so they're like, oh yeah, we'll go put this into the bank, and then they give it to the cashier lady.
Yeah.
And then what she does straight away is licks her finger and starts counting it.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yummy.
Yummy.
Enjoy that.
Oh.
The whole population of Toowoomba's feces particles in your mouth.
Oh.
Yum.
Good. That's
Googly moogly.
terrible. You should Google how much percentage cocaine is on the American note.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a look. I think I also talked about this once before. Just quickly.
Just typing away.
Everyone's judging you on your typing speed as well.
I know, right? Yeah, slow. Percentage of cocaine on the American $1 note?
Yeah, dollar bill or whatever comes up.
$1.
I remember way back in the day, someone was talking to me about that, and they said, "Oh yeah, nothing."
Yeah. What made you think of this?
I have no idea.
So it says 90%. 90% of US bills carry a trace of cocaine, according to CNN.com.
Wow, there you go. Wow, that's confronting.
There you go. There's obviously a lot of sniffling going on over there.
It's decongestion. But that's always bothered me, because now when I go over to America, it's like, yeah, I touch their money and I'm like, I remember that fact. It's a factoid all.
90%, man. That's nine out of 10.
That's all of their money.
Whoa, it's a lot of money.
That is a lot of trace. Anyway, so it's a long story.
Anyway, that's actually interesting.
It's something.
Fun facts.
Yeah, money is dirty.
Another thing I did learn was dude, baby wipes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you told me you can't flush them.
Yeah,
Something like that.
you can't. Apparently they're a
flushable-
major issue. Like, I think this is good to know as well. Like, they're a humongous issue in like creating blockages that are obviously a lead to flooding. And like these like water treatment plants, they can only hold a X amount of water at a certain amount of time. And if it's blockages happening, it's just
What was one of the blockages they were talking about? It was like a fatberg or something like that, like a poo berg. Like, because of these flushes under Brisbane, there was just this giant ball of stuff like in the sewage area, and it clogged it up. It was a couple of weeks ago.
holy shit.
It was like and it happened. Same thing happened in London. They were pouring fat and all sorts of poo and all sorts of mixed together. This is a terrible conversation to have.
Why?
Because.
Oh, we're literally talking shit here.
But yeah, they were saying like these fat burgers, like icebergs, like fatbergs, like there are like these big roll. Google it again.
Yeah.
They were clogging up the London.
What am I looking for? Keywords.
For fat iceberg London sewerage and see what comes up.
Actually, I did watch a documentary on the London. Oh no, I didn't watch it. I've been recommended to watch it on the London sewage systems, because I think they're like one of the oldest. I think that's where it all came from. They developed it. Yeah,
they did.
My history is pretty crap, but
yeah, don't quote it.
fat iceberg London sewage.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
See what comes up. Google's great.
It's a Google session today.
It says 10 ton of fatberg removed from the West
There it
London
is.
sewage. This
There
is
you
a
go.
UK. Oh, the Guardian.
10 ton.
10 ton, man.
That's a lot of ton.
That was in 2015. There's been a new.
Where do I remember all this shit from?
Wait, there was one in a fatberg weighing. the same as 11 double-decker buses and stretching the length of 2 football pitches is blocking the section of London's ageing sewage network. This is in 2017, last year, September the 12th, from The Guardian. Quite credible source, if you ask me. But yeah, that's interesting, man.
There you go.
Dude, you're on fire.
I am factoidal today.
You're on fire,
I haven't
dude.
been drinking again.
Yeah, we indulged in a few adult beverages last time.
Yeah, that's our human.
Conversation did deviate in a few different places, but hey, that's what happens.
You know when we got off topic last one, I was like trying to figure out where I was going with my Vanuatu trip. I remember now.
Oh, what was it?
It was about Bitcoin and the rise and the fall of the coin of bits.
Hot topic section of the show.
Yeah, right.
Well, I've actually done like this little list of like hot topics that I wanted to bring up.
Oh, was that what that was? Cool.
Yeah, Bitcoin was one of them. Like,
good.
yeah, that's like a hot topic to talk about.
There's a segue for you. Go for it.
Oh, I don't really know anything about it.
I know everything about Bitcoin.
A few people are. All I know is a lot of people are investing. I did watch a documentary on it though, the Bitcoin documentary on Netflix. Interesting, man. Very interesting.
I'm checking my Bitcoin right now.
Checking his Bitcoin right now. This is amazing.
Well, as of like, what's the date? The 13th or something?
13th.
Of the second month. Bitcoin has taken a massive dive. Like so, Australian dollarinos, it was like 27,000, and now it went down to like 8.
What?
Yeah, 8,000, and now it's at 11 something.
Whoa!
But it's 11,000 now at the moment, and it's up and down like a yo-yo. But I feel like Bitcoin is back on the rise. Like for this week, it's gone up 48%. So it's rebounding hard if you got down around, when was that? Around 8,000. Anyway, sorry, long story short.
No, it's all good.
People hate it. People love it. People have taken a bath on it. Like some people haven't. Some people held. Everyone's got an opinion on it. And I was at a club and there was a guy I was trying to make my water. I was going to the toilet and he's like trying to talk to me about the Bitcoin. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get drunk here. I've got other issues to worry about. Like trying to not to miss what I'm trying to do here. I'm concentrating on one thing at a time, not Bitcoin, mate. And it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Every man and his dog's got a spec. I honestly think that Bitcoin is like the fidget spinner. You know how the fidget spinner was all like the rad and everyone wants to talk about it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at this. This is charts.bitcoin.com, and it says Bitcoin at the moment is $8,690.
US?
Yeah, I don't know. Yes, that's exactly right. US.
Yeah.
So what's that equivalent? Something like
11,
yeah, approximately. Yeah, dude, that's definitely a hot topic at the moment. There's a zillion other ones as well. Like I've heard of Ripple Coin.
Yes,
a lot of
Yep.
a lot of banks I've heard of are investing in this. But hey, don't quote me on that.
Ripple's ran.
Just heard it.
Which is very heavy in the banking sector. Is that $1.32 Australian at the moment? I've got all the widgets on my phone.
Oh, sick! That's awesome.
I keep up to that. But I traded the hell out of that thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I traded like I was just pissing in the wind half the time. But you're reading news reports because it's very sensitive to media press releases or South Korea gets stuck into it and they buy and sell it and then you can take a bath on it or you can ride an escalator to magic wealth. But cashing out is hard because you got to pay tax. It's an infant stage. It's like people try to get me to explain like what is Bitcoin to them. I'm like, think of it as you in the 1950s, you've got cash, and then not the 1950s, the 1900s, you've got cash notes and stuff like that. But someone comes along with a polymer note, a brand new note. You don't know what it is, you don't know what it's made of, but it has an intrinsic value to that person, and you've bought it off. So it's like a token, like a time zone arcade token. It doesn't really mean anything. You can't, if you leave the arcade, you can't spend it anywhere else. Yep. But if you're finished playing the video games and you want to cash your tokens out, you can pour it all back into the machine and get some cash at the end of the day, or lollies. But it's that. Yeah,
from what it was like, it sounds like the more people that use it, the more value it has. Is that right?
Yeah. The more people that use it, the more value it has. But it's like anything. But typically, it has to be backed by something. Like, the Perth Mint have got their own cryptocurrency.
What's Perth Mint?
The Perth Mint is in Perth. It's a mint, Royal Australian Mint. And what they do is their crypto coins are backed by gold that they have in holding.
Yep.
So, you're paying like for like. Don't quote me on this. It might have changed.
No, it's all good.
But so that's a different way about going about it. But there's dude, it's so, dude, it's just, there's like,
it's really
it's
deep.
deep.
I would recommend anyone just to go watch that, just initially, just to go watch that, if you got Netflix, to go watch that Bitcoin Netflix documentary.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's quite insightful. Like, don't really remember too much now, but, it's probably a good place to start at least.
Yeah.
Because it's
trendy though at the moment.
Yeah.
It's overinflated. It's gonna pop.
Mm.
It should keep ticking along, but I think its ceiling value has been reached. But,
Well,
you know what? People are going to come back in like 5 years' time. They're like, it's $100,000, you fool.
Yeah.
But,
Well, it's like when Microsoft and Google started back then. Just imagine investing in just a little bit then.
yeah.
Woohoo!
But the thing with Microsoft and the computer, the dawn of the computer age and stuff like that, is that was something that tangential. It's something that you can use and something you can get your hands on. Whereas at the moment, in the infancy stages, trying to spend cryptocurrency, it's kind of a nightmare.
Well,
Like
yeah.
some people take it, some don't.
That's the biggest argument as well. Like, a lot of people are saying, a lot of the media say that Bitcoin's the fucking drugs and the black market. So that's like...
Great for buying drugs in the black market if you don't want to get traced.
But same as ATMs on every corner. Like, why do people get cash out?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Well, the gold industry. People used back in the day, in the old gold rush days and stuff like that, they trade everything for gold. It's the new Bitcoin, like the old Bitcoin. So the gold, you can't trace gold. People still do gold transactions now. I'll give you a gold bar for that car or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You can just have gold, but it
Gold holds its value, though.
does. But I'm just saying that everything that has a token,
Sure.
like everything that's like rare or hard to get or expensive to buy based on whatever, has a value. So, meh.
Dude,
It's what you buy with it. It's up to you.
yeah, it is. I really like the blockchain idea.
Yeah, it takes.
Do you
takes a
think that open ledger where they can track everything? What do you think of that?
Oh, it killed Silk Road, didn't it?
That's like an underground market if no one's aware.
Yeah. It's it's fine. I'm on the fence with it. It's got its good and bad. People get tracked and they get hacked and all the rest of it. And there's just so many people tracing stuff. But you got to be, you got to lock your shit down if you start to trade decent values. But I got cold call a few times from people trying to, like, do you want to invest in our Bitcoin exchange? We just need your details. You're like, dude, come on.
Yuck.
You can try better than that. Like remember when my Facebook account got hacked and like sent off? That was someone trying to mine my ass. So
shit.
My Facebook got it. There's a YouTube link which installed a file which stole my password for my Facebook to contact my friends to see if we can get their passwords and stuff like that, and it just started getting out of control. And all they were really digging for was a like-for-like password. So my Facebook password was going to be the same as my Bitcoin password, which would never be the case.
Man, if they hack me, I'm screwed.
Yeah. The only way they're going to hack me is probably kick my door down into my house, look at my, find my passwords, which are not hidden in that same house.
And little diary.
And then open my Bitcoin and get into my Bitcoin and then realize that I've already cashed out. You fools.
You bloody fools. Hey, dude.
Yeah, sorry.
Another trending topic, just to change.
Yeah.
What, do you want to keep talking about Bitcoin?
No, I'm done.
You're done?
Oh.
It is really deep, man. We could do a whole podcast on Bitcoin.
Yeah, I could, but...
we should one day.
Maybe.
Dude, we should probably get like someone that's like a full-on expert. How cool would that be, just to sit down and just
I do know someone.
Do you really?
I do.
Don't lie.
She's cool. She's a she.
Oh my God.
She's got her own nodes and stuff like that. She's.
I think that would be interesting.
Her partner's gone full-time, like, Bitcoiner.
That would be interesting, man.
Crypto exchangey person.
Because it is a hot topic. Like, I don't know. I think it's good to talk
I
about.
think it's going off trend. I think it's petering out, and people are just.
I heard about this in maybe 2012. That was when I first heard about Bitcoin.
Wow! Why didn't you invest? You should have invested.
With what money? I try to utilize every free resource I can. Just need to invest in Bitcoin.
2012, you put $10 into Ethereum, you'd be laughing right now.
Yeah, Yeah,
Oh no,
I'm not
what am I
much of a
talking
better.
about? Ethereum wasn't even around in 2012. Sorry,
I don't really make bets on many things.
you make a bet on yourself.
That's all I'm betting on is hopefully I get through this degree.
Segue to something else.
Yeah. Well, another hot topic
Yes.
is well, hey man,
Hey,
what about flat Earth?
no, don't flat Earth me. No more flat Earth
All right,
or chemtrail.
All right.
Oh.
So what I've got here is
they're real.
capitals flat Earth and then in brackets what?
The Tesla launch proved.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's my next hot topic is Falcon Heavy.
Yes.
Woo!
Woo.
How cool is that?
Oh,
Was that okay? Real quick, just skeptical.
Was it real?
Hippo here, fake or real?
I don't know. I feel like it's real. Because I look at the landings of and again, once again, the main booster rocket. I didn't manage to look at the landings and stuff like that, but it feels not real. Like it looks like it's been reversed and stuff like that. And I'm like,
It's weird.
but technically, should be possible. It kind of looks more real now with those booster landings, but it's just so controlled. You know what?
They got a live stream from the car. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I got on the live stream. It's cool, and I kind of believe it. But
How is that not getting affected by the solar radiation? That's what I'm confused.
it is.
It is.
It's probably just like it's the most irradiated car ever. I guess it would be. Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's getting damaged at all. Well, how quickly would that get damaged, do you think?
I don't think it's not gonna melt or anything.
We're
like
no
that.
experts on...
Radioactive. We haven't covered that subject, radioactive material and its decay. Well, the paint's not going to come off it, that's for sure.
Okay.
It should fade. Would it fade? Well, there's no oxygen for it to
Sure.
oxidize. So
Sure.
No, obviously no rust because there's no moisture. It'll boil away. Nah, I think it'd be fine.
You think it'll be fine?
Yeah, it'd be good.
Well, that's... Yeah, I actually think it's real.
I think it's real too.
I think it's real. The
I
only
want it to be
thing
real.
that I actually have this weird little skepticism is there was this video online, and when they cut to the footage of this car, there's like a blip for a second.
Yes.
You saw this, and it looks like it's in a studio.
Yeah, I know.
But is this
no, don't do it.
is this an effect on the sun hitting the camera and it's fucking the lens for a minute? And it's what's happening is like, I don't know anything about cameras, but is it like
a flash.
flipping?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like it's recording the inside of the fucking camera instead of recording out.
I think
Is that what's happening?
I don't know.
I'm retarded.
Yeah. Right. No, I don't think you are. But I think it's good to have some sort of skepticism until you see it with your own eyeballs.
Absolutely.
Until you see anything, never with an open mind. You go, yes, I hope that is real, and I'm pretty sure the Earth is round. And I've seen the curvature of the Earth.
Yeah.
So yes, it's round.
Yeah, sure.
I've gone up in all sorts of things. I've been up in high mountains, and yes, check. All right. And it sounds ridiculous that it's not because shit would just fall off the edge, and then do we get it back? What? But anyway.
But yeah.
But it's such a technological leap for the landings of the booster rockets and the main engine. I haven't seen the main engine footage come back down, and
Yeah, because it got the vibrations.
did it smash? Or?
No, what they explained was on that one where the big
the barge.
out in the water, the vibrations create like interference with the antennas.
Right.
So like that's what's happening. Instead of the antennas being still, like all that vibration is happening, brrr, and it loses the signal.
But they put a spaceship into space, and they can't do they can't make an anti-vibrational transceiver.
Yeah. Well, why don't they have a fucking drone recording it? Hey, how about that?
like out in the sky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
You just put a car in space. You can't figure out to record it from a drone. Like, I don't know.
I don't know either.
We're speculating.
I know, that's what makes it. There's just like the renter crowd in the background all the time, and then you've got like
Everyone cheering, like,
Oh.
wee!
It's just like, dude, calm down, okay? Let's have a little bit of.
Oh my god, we've got an intruder.
No.
We've been interrupted by the technical
okay. Yeah, no
officers of the university. They're just walking around with computers and stuff. I think we're right to keep
Nah, we're
going.
fine. Yeah, it's all
We're
good.
just studying here.
So
Elon Musk.
we've seen that a few times where the camera's cut out at the inappropriate time, blah blah blah, and just it promotes a sense of disbelief.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I think it's good. I think it's good
it
to have a
is.
skeptic mind to come into something. If you're just a sheep and you go along with things, you're gonna, you set yourself up for failure.
Dude, I absolutely agree. And it's good to question things.
I do hope it's real.
That's what science is all about, man. Like, why... That's the whole thing. Question everything.
You know what? I'm going to go positive, and I think, yes, it's
Yeah.
awesome. And
Honestly...
I really want the car to hit an asteroid.
Well, hey, here's another one. Why isn't any space junk hitting it?
Oh, they've probably planned it in a window. You'd have to, otherwise.
Okay.
There's a lot of junk up there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. They would have timed that to perfection with NASA and all the rest of it. So.
Sure.
But I really wanted to hit something. I want the car to have an accident in space.
Yeah, I just want to see like an alien sit in the passenger seat and take a selfie or something like this.
I just want a fender bender. I want a broken headlight.
Well, dude, this is awesome, man. My next hot topic is obviously electric cars.
Ooh, you like them?
Yeah,
This is my speciality.
Yeah, like I think you'd be the guy to talk to about this. Electric cars, man. Actually, I want to show you this one. I've called it the Batmobile. I can't pronounce it. I will spell it for you though. Well, it's the Falco Ascara.
Ugh.
But I've just called it the Batmobile because once you see this thing, man, it's seriously like the Batmobile. And if you don't want this, I'm gonna have to question your manhood.
My sanity.
Dude, this thing is awesome. I just hope this doesn't unplug because my computer will drop out. Craig is looking at the image now.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, cool. It's like a sci-fi roadster.
Dude,
It's like out of like.
how cool does that look? That is the Batmobile for a human being.
Yeah.
That's not rich.
It's an unsafe, unsafe version of the Batmobile. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. It's just a random podcast. It's fine. Yeah, it's pretty chilled.
We've got guests from the
ICT.
ICT.
Yeah.
Just stopping in, saying hello.
Yeah. Lots of work to do.
Just playing with buttons and chords that we don't understand. And locks on the doors so no one can touch.
Because if you don't lock it, students will be in there
touching shit.
Fiddling with stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
So, yeah, that was like... Because I was actually going through a lot of the electric cars. And besides, obviously, the Tesla car is friggin' awesome. That's got to be my favorite. That's actually my car that I actually want to buy.
Really?
Yeah, man. I will take out a loan for that.
160,000?
No, not... Well, I'll wait till it drops a bit.
Okay.
No, I'm talking about the Series 3. Dude, they're only like 50 grand.
Oh, the base model.
Dude, you got to start... starting from the bottom, now we're here. Come on, Drake said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. What do you think of that one? I don't even know how to pronounce that, but
I don't.
GIRFALCO.
I think it's the most inappropriate way to make a car in the history of the world, and I love it. Is it going to be a good handling car? No. Is it going to be really heavy and expensive? Yes. Yeah. Does it look cool going down Miami Beach with maybe? Yeah.
Dude, that looks awesome.
It's different, You get it. So you see the thing is,
doesn't he have a windscreen?
It doesn't need a windscreen. He's too cool for windscreens. That's what like face shield or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, you probably have to wear a helmet driving this thing.
You would.
No doubt.
But
it's almost like a motorbike. Hey, how would you describe
that? It's a roadster, yeah. It's like an old school, back in the day roadster, but like they've done it a few times with different things, the Locusts and stuff like that. But I don't know if you've seen the episode of Top Gear. I think it was still Top Gear at that stage, and they were going down one of the really expensive places in Europe. I think it was like Monaco or something like that, and everyone's got a Lambo or Ferrari or like that, and they rock up in an old T-model Ford. You see that?
No,
so everyone's like, "Oh, I'm the best in the world. I'm rich. Well, the point is, everyone's rich in Monaco. It's where you go if you're rich. So what do you drive when everyone else is balling? It's like, I'm going to drive some vintage cool.
Why not,
and they
dude?
crack out the old T-model, like little grandpa's, like bootlegger running piece of crap, and they can't even drive it. They can't. The dudes aren't, because it's such a weird configuration. I had to drive this old chitty bang bang thing. They just leave it out. Oh, according to the video.
According to the video, Top Gear is pretty good. That's an awesome show.
Was.
That's a really good show. Oh, it's not on anymore.
They changed presenters. They got kicked off and shit now. Yeah.
Oh.
Now it's like the Grand Tour. I don't know. I've grown out of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Did you like the Australian version?
No.
Yeah, as soon as it was Kenny from the toilet cleaning guy.
Yeah, go back to the toilets.
Yeah, no. I can't see him talking about cars. But he's a funny guy though.
He's a good guy, good
Funny guy. Good on him for branching out though into something that he likes.
I just feel like they could have got better cast and more freedom. You give people that are more freedom to create their own shit, and it's generally more genuine. Genuinely more genuine.
Genuinely more genuine. I like that.
And it's an honest TV show, because if they're doing whatever they want, it's fine. Like, you seen the Celebrity Challenge YouTuber? Basically and you don't have to Google it, it's just fine.
No, it's all good.
What she does is she copies what celebrity diets are or fashions and all the rest of it, and it's just ridiculous. Like, she shows you how ridiculous their stuff that they're saying is. Like, you have to eat all this crap, and it's like $150 worth of blended crap, and you're like, what am I doing with my life? But anyway.
You know what? Like, speaking of diet advice, all I could say is just simply
2-minute noodles. Ramen.
Hey,
engineering food of the gods.
It is expensive to eat healthy, which shouldn't, that's crap that I'm saying that. But, if you can stick to just your basic healthy meats and greens.
Yeah.
How hard is it? Like, really, just don't eat processed shit.
If it's got a label on it, avoid it.
There's something like you should be able to grow it, you should be able to kill it.
It either has a heartbeat or it's been alive at some stage.
Yeah, just if you can stick to that, seriously, you cannot go wrong. Like, and I think that's an unspoken thing with just people in general. Like, if you talk about someone's health or even just talking about their diet, it's like you're taking a stab at them or you're calling them on their bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, it's up to you what you put in your mouth. But it's quite simple. It really is. It's simple. You don't have to overcomplicate it. Get one of those 4-ingredient books, man. That's how I started. Man.
Yeah?
And you just get those 4 ingredients. So simple.
I just went to the markets. I went to the markets as a cheap tip as a student. I went to the markets and just went to the Rockley markets, just a farmers markets thing, and just start scoring cheap veggies and stuff. And then you go to a discount butcher and just I want some of this. And they're at the markets too, and you're like, I want some of this and some of that. And then if you can do it right, then you can eat pretty good and cheap.
You can. You don't have to buy the top end, or it's preferably to buy organic, but who can afford that? But it's crazy. But then that's even there's a lot of skepticism there.
To be honest though, you're gonna eat 2-minute noodles for years.
Yeah, but it's obviously a resource thing too. Like when you have money available to spend on, that's generally what people do is eat better when they get more money.
You're a broke ass Paul when you look at a 2-minute noodles and go, oh, I'll save it for later.
Fuck yeah!
I'm gonna wait for that for dinner so I can go to sleep. I'm not hungry.
Dude, that's a good little tip for him. So 2-minute noodles, gluten free.
It's so ugh.
What do you think of gluten free? Don't worry about it.
Oh, just eat whatever you have to.
All right, dude. All right, we'll get back on track. We're talking about health on an engineering podcast. I guess it's engineering yourself.
Gotta get yourself running clean.
Food is medicine, as they say.
Oh,
you've heard that before, haven't you, mate?
Well, I drink this.
What?
Dirty, what does it contain?
I'm strictly on the H2O, Mount Franklin.
Milk solids, sugar, coffee powder, food acid 339, flavor stabilizers 41. Oh, I don't even want to know.
So
what did I put in
I ran into a researcher from the sugar industry.
No.
Would you believe it?
Conspiracy theory. Here we go.
And if you haven't seen the Sugar movie, I would recommend anyone watch that.
Yes.
It's another documentary that I would recommend because this is a hidden little baddie that's been put into our food.
What is
because
it? Sugar.
Yes.
Yes. Everywhere.
Everywhere. And the reason why they, from a little summary from how I understand it, is basically food was bland. And they created this thing called the bliss point to make things taste nice.
The bliss point.
Yeah, they created this in the 60s, the bliss point. And that's on this documentary, the Sugar movie. And Yeah, and to make everything taste nice. But then over the years, it just went crazy.
Mm.
And then, you know, as time goes on, trial and error, and you start figuring out that, hey, this isn't, it's valuable resource sugar, but not refined sugar.
Yeah, that's pretty bad for you.
Yeah. And, but yeah, so like, it is like something just to be aware of. But I don't want to go too deep into that because that's just a whole nother podcast. But what this guy was saying, because I was bringing up this information to him, and he's like, oh, yeah, that's really interesting. But he was saying a lot of these third world countries actually harvest sugarcane, and that's their like main source of income.
Yes, it's pretty sweet to grow. Like it's a hand, unless it gets infected with beetle, whatever, like beetle or fungus or whatever. But it's pretty easy to grow. It grows in like really nice wet environments, Africa and all the rest of it. And
yeah, that's what he was saying. In a lot of those third world countries use it. That was interesting. That kind of like changed my perspective because I was just like, no, sugar, man, like that's the devil. You know, just that was my thinking for a minute, and then I was just like, wow, actually, these people, you know,
there is sugar in everything.
Oh, everything except sugar-free products.
But then they use that fake sugar, and it's bad for you.
Oh yeah.
So just eat stuff without a label. Done. See, I win again. If someone's trying to sell it to you with a label or on marketing, you don't want that.
Nah, man.
But
No
that's our little hippy dippy,
well,
non-engineering style conversation about like
Yeah, food. Well, this is the engineering yourself.
I think you do have to have a balanced meal, and
absolutely
you do have to get your energy levels okay-ish to continue studying because you just burn out.
You will. And I think this is important because you can get caught up in the momentum of just your life.
You forget to eat.
You do. You honestly do. You forget to eat, and then you're frustrated at things so quickly, and you're getting hangry, and then this and that, and then before you know it, you're throwing your keyboard and you need a new one. You're like, what? If I just had breakfast and lunch and dinner, I wouldn't be fucking upset right now.
Have you done the whole I've forgotten to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it's 9 o'clock at night, you're like, I've yet to eat.
Why do you think I'm talking about this? I've done this before, man. It's fucking annoying.
I know. And then
it's
you're
so
in the computer
annoying.
lab and you look around, what do you got? A bag of chips.
Ugh.
You're like,
I guess that's it.
How did we survive?
Well, it's little things that you know, but that's what we do. It's what we do as a student. You got to just make it work.
I love student hacks. Like student hacks are the best when you see like a kettle is made into like a soup bowl, or they're brewing up all sorts of good food in the kettle, so many.
Honestly, Instagram is the best for that shit because you're only allowed 1 minute videos.
Yeah.
So they've really chopped them down into like. There's no like in between like, okay, mate, we're gonna add this in as well. Like it's none of that. It's 1 cup, two of this, 3 of that, 4 of that. Cook it for this long, and then you got it.
Have you seen the one where they make beef jerky out of a hairdryer? They just get a hairdryer.
That is awesome.
And cut a hole in some Tupperware, put some exit ports in it, stick a hairdryer in it, and chuck meat in there, and just let it go for hours. It's the most dangerous burn your house down thing I've ever seen. And then they're out there like it's dry though because it's a dry heat, it's just blowing hot air, and it's pretty awesome.
Fucking hell. Or just buy a dehydrator.
Nope. It was a uni hack.
Oh, uni hack. Sorry. My bad. Dude, what I was doing, I actually mentioned you on the way over, but I went through all the YouTube comments.
Yep.
And got like topics people asked about, and
okay, we should service our
well, and where they want us to talk about the struggles we go through, our study habits, and helpful tips.
Well,
we're pretty much doing this at the moment.
Don't die. Relax.
Like the struggles that we go through are definitely time management. That's my number one. Time management.
Yeah,
it's huge. You can't stress it enough.
You can do your time management, and we've talked about how to how to plan your semester out and stuff like that. 9 times out of 10, that goes out the window straight away.
Mm-hmm.
So you just have to. I know it's tough to sort of say it, but you gotta have to accept the fact that it's going to be 1 a.m. and you're still going.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's it's. You look up at the clock and it's 12, and you're like, oh, I could get it, and then it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. You're like, this is the price you pay.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you didn't want if you're thinking that you're never gonna get away without doing a couple of late nights every week,
man,
you think wrong, my friend.
Exactly.
Because, they definitely have to make sure that you earn it, but Yeah, time management, I would say the best thing, again, and I see it all the time, is the pre-assignment muckabout. Like the pre-assignment, pre-exam time wasting-a-thon when you go sit there and watch an entire season of Netflix or something like that, or, you know, you watch your Star Trek Voyager for 2 days straight, and then you got an exam on Monday morning or an assignment due Tuesday, and you're like, shit! And then like all Monday and Tuesday is doing said assignment.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do that.
It's human nature to do it because you get stressed and you're like, I'm going to do it in a second. I'll do it in a sec.
But at the same time, that is going to happen.
You are going to do it.
That is going to happen.
You're going to do it. And you have to learn your lessons though. I think if you get caught, you're like, I will never leave it this late again. And then you get caught again because you do leave it that late again. You're like, I will never leave it this late again. And then by the 5th or 6th time, you're like, you may or may not get it. But don't stress. You know, we stay up late, crank the midnight hours, and then if you hand it in a day late, just try not to hand in too shitty of stuff. But you're going to do it. I guarantee it.
And eat cram for breakfast.
Eat cram for breakfast, but get your sleep. If it's 2 o'clock at the night and you're just like your brain is mush, go to sleep.
Dude, what? Just a little tip that I use. I brought it up last time. It's just I use Google Calendar. Just to but it's a free resource. I try to keep it, you know.
I go old school with a calendar on the wall, which we need to buy.
Well, we also buy the uni calendars too. That's a handy one to have one on the wall so you can see what's going on. I like that too. Yeah. I like to have one on my phone so I can have it with me, and then one at home
because it's chaos.
Yeah, it is. It's
pure chaos.
It is. It is absolute chaos.
But then you can see your exams. You on the calendar on the wall. You see when your exams are coming up. You can see when your assignment's coming up in the reels, in your face the entire time. It's burned into your brain, and you just cross it out as you go, and step by step, and it gives you some hope that there is an end in sight.
Also, before you start your semester, just fill in where your assignments are due on your calendar so you can actually see it, man. And like when you do that, you actually look at it and you go, shit, I only got 3 assignments and 2 quizzes. Holy shit, that's only like 5 things to do.
Yeah, it's good putting that cross through it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so right.
And then it's you're sort of breaking it down, and then man, it's just a matter of being prepared at the end of the day.
Yes, being prepared, but also you need that positive reinforcement that you're getting ahead.
Yes.
Do you know those people that I don't know if you've ever been at work, they do one thing and they need someone to tell them that they did a good thing, that reinforcement constant. You're like, I moved this bag of potatoes. You're like, congratulations.
Good job, mate.
I moved 27,000 tons of that last week. But you did one bag. Good job, buddy. Yeah. I'm like one of those people.
Attaboy.
Yeah, you're like, you've done one assignment. Good job, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, man, you got to reward yourself too. That's probably another huge thing. Like when you do complete assignments and quizzes and exams, you have to reward yourself because you can't be stuck in it.
What's your reward for yourself?
I like to go hiking.
Yeah, we said that last week.
Hiking, that's a huge reward. Jiu-jitsu.
What about a quick reward? Like a quick. You've got okay. Let's paint the scenario. Okay. You want 2 assignments. One on Monday, one on Tuesday. It's a weekend. You finished Monday one. What's your reward to yourself? And you can't go out.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so what do you get? What's your mini reward?
A mini reward.
Chocolate?
Sugar?
I
haven't thought of a mini reward. Maybe I might just sit down and like watch one of my favorite TV shows.
Celebratory TV show.
Something like that, just to relax the mind, take you somewhere else. You're out of study, you're in, the screen.
Yeah.
Or a different screen, TV instead of the computer.
Yeah.
Or you might even be watching it on your computer, I don't know.
So my mini reward for myself would be the same. Just I'll get a giant plate of tasty food, Uber Eats or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I've got a job now. But Uber Eats, TV show or something, or a movie, sit there, smash it out, and then like back to the grind. That's my mini reward.
That's it.
That's pretty sad, isn't it?
No, that's good, man. That's really good.
Typically going to be Star Trek Voyager.
That's some pretty good tips. I really think that's
mini
good.
rewards.
That basically covered workloads, work-life balance, and stress. Yeah. That were the few things. And the other thing that we do struggle with here at this university,
hygiene.
Don't forget the underarm. I'm not going to say. Well, I'm going to say it, shitty lecturers, but. I don't mean shitty lecturers.
You will never have an entire run of good lecturers.
Yeah,
You
this
just-
is what I'm saying.
It's impossible. Even if you go to Harvard. And if you do go to Harvard, what are you doing listening to this channel?
Yeah. Thanks for listening, though.
Yeah, congratulations. I don't like you instantly.
I love you.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah. Also, like, what about some good study habits?
Study habits. You know what? I think we can go back to the lecturer thing.
Oh, okay.
right?
Sorry.
So we can go back to the lecturer and just say, brace yourself for a bad. We've said this before in other podcasts, but I think it's probably worth going over again.
It is.
Again and again. You will get good and bad, and you, as an engineer, when you get out into the field, you'll have good and bad bosses. So,
Good way to think of it.
you just think of it as like, okay, this semester I have a crappy boss. His name is blah. So let's call him
Bleebley.
Michael Blueblay.
Michael Blueblay.
I have a Michael Blueblay for a lecturer, and he's a big crap. So you're just like, you know what? Clearly, everyone's going to struggle. So if I'm better than the bell curve, I should be okay. I should get through it. So it's a very selfish viewpoint, but you sort of rely on yourself to be better and look at things in depth more than what's getting presented to you typically. So typically they'll do a half-assed job. They'll phone it in. They'll have their pre-prepared slides, which contain no real value. And then you're just like, cool, that was a waste of time. I'm going to go Google, YouTube, like YouTube for sure.
Yes.
There's a million tubes.
Patrick MJ.
Well, depend. Yeah.
Oh, he's awesome.
Or, your math tutor.
Yeah.
There's a couple of, good math tutors on like, Wolfram, any resource.
Khan Academy.
Khan Academy.
Yes.
So
My
much
first
love.
2 years of engineering, right?
Khan Academy. Yep. Love that guy.
Yep.
Sol or something like
Sal
that.
Khan.
Sal. That's it. He's a Better Call Sal. He is great.
Oh my god, that was my next point. Actually, a lack of information and guidance.
Yeah. There you go. So you just you got to take the rein in your own hands. You're not going to be handed it to you, especially when it's not a very enthusiastic employee of the university. You got to do it yourself, and it's the same in the work environment as well. You're not going to get handed, so you got to suck it up, and it sucks because you got to do so much more work.
What do you think about doing, like, if it's available to the people, or just doing like online, like lectures for those courses? Do you reckon that's a good idea or not a good idea?
Online lectures when they're presenting, is it like what we do when we're watching all our lectures online? I think they're great.
Or when you got a monotone lecturer that's talking on,
Well,
so
you can speed him up, slow him down.
speed him up, slow him down, or when you get bored, you can pause it and come back when you need a
Oh
minute.
my god, that's so good, isn't it?
Oh my god, yes, that's saved me so much.
Because sometimes it's a mish to get through 45 to 2 hours of monotone. You got to go. Oh, I'm going to go kick a ball.
I have to put like piano music in the background so I can just peace of mind while I'm just listening to this over the top of it.
Yeah, see, even that was terrible.
I know. And that was 1 second.
But a rainforest, the rainforest overtune, like just run two, like run.
That's actually probably not a bad idea, right? If you're watching lectures online, just to play a bit of peaceful sort of music in the background, just to lighten,
just to chill it out a bit. Yeah.
Because you don't want it overbearing, what he's saying, but just in the background, tinkling away, water trickling, or
and
something.
then I find printing it out. I know it's like when we're living in a non-paper era, but printing out at least the slides. Sometimes with our lectures, they give us the opportunity to have the slides. And if they're just sitting there reading the slides, then you just sit there and read the slides as well. And having the paper copy in your hand is a tactile, real thing. You can look at screens all day long and maybe it doesn't get absorbed, but underlining it as you go, scribbling on it, drawing whatever you want over it, highlighting if it's important, if you think it's going to be an exam. Yeah, it's a waste of paper, and it's a pain in the ass, but it's something you can do quite easily, especially if it's in depth. When it starts to get like heavy, like I know that what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to listen. I've got a really bad one for heat. So it's going to be like thermodynamics mixed with a whole bunch of different other things. And like
just a complete head fuck.
Well, it's just, I know it's been done by a really unfortunately poor presenter of the topic.
So like this is a struggle you're going to be dealing with.
Like in a week.
Oh,
yeah.
What a great reminder.
Yeah, thanks for that. No, I will not. But Yeah, I'm going to just underscore and read along, and then straight to YouTube as a launching point, or the Googles.
Definitely.
But it does suck though.
It does. It's hard, man. Like these are the things that we struggle with, and I'm sure like people out there are going through the same things, man.
It makes us unicorns though.
It does. It really does. It doesn't actually take much to rise to the top. You just really got to get off your ass and just do some shit.
It's a lot of work. You got to work for it.
Definitely.
You have to. If you're trying to, if you try to like cruise your way through, I'm making hand gestures again. If you try to cruise your way through, I'll let you guys imagine what I just did. You can, you may be able to get through, but then when you get out, you're gonna suck.
Yeah,
so,
it's like that. You got to
Just
build a
do
good
it.
foundation.
You're paying for it. You're paying a shitload, and especially if in America, the fees and the on.
Well, dude, we are lucky here that we have Hex.
Yeah.
And Hex, for people that don't know, is basically like a government loan.
It's not a witch's curse.
No, it's a government loan that they give us and go, hey man, like we see you trying to better yourself, we'll pay it for it, but
For now.
you have to pay it back.
Yeah.
So hence the loan. Yeah.
Well, I think you do get student loans as well. There are other. I think America, you get student loans. You have to pay them back. I think.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Ours works. You don't have to pay it back until you're earning minimum wage, of which minimum wage for us is $45,000 or something like this.
Oh, that's going to be good. I'm going to eat so much food when I get to 45,000.
45. Holla. Yes.
3 square meals a day for me. Look out.
What about some study habits?
Yeah, we've done the study habits. Just study. Do as much as you can.
I reckon a good one is to create a routine, man. If you can.
You know what? I think you can routine, but subject for the day. Don't try to do like. This is what sucks about some of the unis. You'll do like MATLAB the morning, and then you'll do like advanced calculus, and then you'll do dynamics the next blah, and then you'll like you'll do your prac, and it's like all this shit on the one day. You're like, my brain is like
fried.
It's stretched in so many different directions.
Help.
One topic, one day. You can go to your lectures, go to a couple of different lectures, but I think one topic per day.
Oh,
because like we're only doing maximum amount we can do in our uni anyway is four units a semester. So 4 days out of your week, you need to concentrate on that shit and get everything done for that day. So if you do everything you need to do, and it should only take a couple of hours, or
well, they actually recommend 10 hours per subject here
per week.
Yep.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, that's what they recommend.
That's 40 hours. That's a lot of hours.
That's your job. That's what they say. Like one of the tip is treat your study like your job.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot, man. That's
too much. Nah, speed that shit up. I
You
do about 8.
You reckon you could do it in 6?
I think you can at the start.
8.
I think depends on your learning curve.
True.
But if you need to do 10 hours or end a job,
I think 10 hours is a bit excessive. But if you
it sounds about right. That's probably why we're on year 6 at the moment. But no, if you have time, and if you're a full-time uni student, that's 40 hours a week. That's that's just a working week.
Yeah,
for most. So meh.
Yeah, that's right. And if you got the time, if you're a full-time student, that's a different story. But if you're most of the people here are mature age students like ourselves. We're mature age students, and
by age only.
By age only,
but not my mentality.
No. Like still 12-year-olds or something like this.
12-year-olds with.
We're just like children in adult bodies. That's all. We had no choice to grow up. All right.
We're losing it. How long have we been doing it for?
Dude, I've also got some other helpful tips. Just write your goals every week, every day if you have to. Like look over the week ahead, just so you can be prepared. Like what's coming up. I do that for the whole month, man. Like I just go, all right, what's happening this month? All right, and what's happening this week? Okay, what do I've got to do? Okay, someone's birthday this week. Someone's birthday this weekend as well. Like this week, so I've got to factor those things into my schedule now. So that now I'm aware of it. I'm not just like getting to Thursday and go, oh shit, fucking Johnny's birthday. I forgot to go about, and I got an assignment due on Monday.
Sorry, Johnny.
It's just like just be prepared, man. Just look ahead and just be prepared. That's the message here.
Sometimes it's better to get an assignment done like
straight
early.
away.
Just get it done while you're doing that topic, so it's fresh and crisp, and you understand. And then go to Johnny's party, and then come back, and then look at it again, and you're like, "What did I do? What is this madness?" And then you relearn it again, and so it's even more concrete into your brain.
Boom.
So, because you're checking your work, obviously, before you hand that bad boy in, but
Absolutely.
and don't be devastated if the lecturer just goes, "That was completely dribble and garbage."
Hand in a draft if you can. That would be
yeah.
just a little sneaky one in there.
I don't know if that works for big unis though. Some of the bigger
Okay.
unis, they're just like, "What are you wasting my time for?"
Sure.
So
Or if you can, even get to someone to proofread it, even a friend just to go over
someone who's already done the course.
Sure. All right, man. Fucking. How about some shout outs for the people that joined in on YouTube, eh?
What do you mean?
Well, I went through all the YouTube comments and checked out people commenting, and our first comment ever was from the user Hawaii Song.
Hawaii Song.
Yeah, he wanted us to talk about struggles, and he listens to this while he does his calculus homework. There you go. Don't know where he's from though. That'd be nice to know.
Hawaii Song.
Hawaii Song. Let us know. Toby Marobi.
Toby Morobi.
He wants more podcasts available on other platforms.
Well, there you go.
Well, guess what, Toby? We've got available on Podbean. So fine, download your bloody...
Podbean. Is
Yeah.
that free?
No, I have to pay for a subscription.
Yeah, but is it free for them?
Oh, yeah. All the podcast apps are free.
Oh,
So
okay.
any sort of
So
podcast...
you just go into your Google Play and go Podbean, blah.
or iTunes Store or anything, man, and just go there and you'll find that.
Okay. That was actually a general, like an actual question, not like a stage. Do you go into the blah, blah, blah? No, I actually don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, shit. That was actually cool, though.
Yeah.
Kush K.
Yeah, right.
He wants motivation study habits, which we've talked about.
Yeah.
Joshua Vaugh.
Vaughan?
Vaugh?
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 Sup, Josh?
Sup, Josh? He's studying aerospace engineering,
Well,
man.
that's intimidating.
That's cool. That's cool. He wanted us to talk about the struggle, which we did today.
The struggle is real. And
They are.
They are real.
Struggling. The stress is real.
Aerospace guys are hardcore aerodynamics.
We've
the
got
way.
got some homeboys of from your area. Andre Duval. He's a mechanical.
Ah, good for him.
Mate, he's from California.
From Cali.
Woo! He actually does jiu-jitsu.
Yes. I think I've seen this comment. You guys had some bro love going on there.
Yeah, we did.
He's a
Hey,
mechanical,
holla at your boy.
Yeah.
We've got Chalapa61. He's a mechanical.
I love these names.
Yeah, they're user accounts. He wanted helpful tips, and he actually commented twice now.
Yeah, he's our
and he
favorite.
wants more podcasts.
He wants more podcasts.
He wants more. He's getting more.
Well, what about that free T-shirt thing that we? You know
Oh
what?
my god, dude! I've got a shirt at home that we're gonna do it.
You gonna do it?
I've got a plain white T-shirt at home.
Yep. What size?
It's small.
You know what most engineers are?
I'm only a little guy, all right?
Big brains, small bodies. I can say that because I have a small body.
Me too. I'm only a small dude.
I'm
5'9".
I'm like 5'11" or something. I'm 6 foot. I don't know what I am. I'm tall and
tall,
skinny. And
Taller than me.
Yeah.
All right, we've got 3 more.
But the T-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
So you can squeeze into it. I don't care. But we're gonna just scribble on it, like smiley faces and stuff like that.
It's going to have the Engineering Student Podcast written in ink.
Sticker?
No.
No.
Well, you can put stickers on it if you want. Maybe we could get a patch.
It'll be shit, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's going to be handwritten with...
Why don't we get like
pen.
some like spray cans and just spray it with like we'll cut something out with like paper and then just
Perfect.
spray it.
Perfect.
So it takes a maximum of 3 minutes effort.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's do that.
We'll do it while we're doing the podcast.
Yeah, or we can do a video and put it up and say this is the
This is
shirt
your
we're
shirt.
giving away.
Someone has to comment about said shirt. I think that's the way.
Yeah. If you want the shirt, you have to comment about it. First comment gets the shirt.
No.
No?
Then we only get one comment.
Oh, true. Or
Best comment.
best comment.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Yeah, okay. Best comment.
Best comment with a bit of math. Make him do math.
Something that will make us think.
A math-related comment that's funny. There you go.
Sure.
Everyone likes a math pun. Like you
Yeah,
know.
definitely. All right, and another guy, mechanical,
Yes.
Braro
Yeah.
Mello
Yeah.
from Brazil, Amazon.
Do you forget sometimes this goes all over the world? I do.
Yeah, this is why I wanted to like
Yeah,
give these guys a shout out for
Brazil.
like commenting and shit. It was
So
cool.
cool.
Yeah, man, that's cool as. We're going all over. And Joseph Armstrong, he's studying electrical.
Poor guy.
Damn.
Damn, man.
Respect. And my favorite one.
No, because he's civil.
No, he's not actually. It's a mechanical. It's Dennis Hemans. He's a 9th grader, and he wanted to study mechanical engineering. And yeah, he asked me some questions. He was like, "Oh yeah, like I just wanted some more advice on this," and I was just like, "Dude, just ask questions because it's okay to be wrong. Like, there's no silly questions really. We're all still learning."
There's no wrong question.
Well, there's no wrong question because if you get it wrong, who cares? You've learned something.
Yeah, yeah.
Boom, simple as that. And dude, we can wrap up.
Russia. is
Russia?
called- Someone from Russia called me.
They just prank called you from Russia?
Yeah.
You didn't put your mobile number on the internet, did you?
From Russia with love.
Russia
That's
with
awesome.
love.
So if anyone wants to know what's going on, my phone has a caller ID and it just came up Russia.
That is awesome.
See, Bitcoin, love it. Get called by anyone. Should be Bitcall. But so 9th grader is chatting to us, and I think this is a good example of if you're a youngin and you're thinking one day I'm going to be an engineer like us.
Yeah.
You like that, an engineer?
I did like that.
Yeah, okay. If you want to be an engineer and you're in school, one, stay in school. That's always a good tip.
Don't be a fool.
And if you have dropped out in before your final couple of years, just start again. Like, it's not that hard, and keep up to date on you know when they say in all the school tips, like you got to keep like fresh on your science and your math and stuff like that. Yeah, you can sort of, but don't be intimidated by the uni math or science or the rest of it. It's not that hard at the start. You get eased into it. Sweet ease.
Here's a nice one. In year 12, I got a D for dunce, for math A, and here I am. Years later down the track, studying engineering. So don't worry about your high school marks. Honestly, I think you're
young and your hormones are flying around.
Yeah,
everywhere.
man, you're worrying about the girl next to you before your paper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do know what you're saying. I was a tradie, so I was on the tools. So I got like a thanks for turning up year 12 certificate. You know, like high school. They're like, thanks for turning up, bro. You barely passed.
That's what I got to.
Like a tertiary education entry, blah, 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 of like 50%, which out of 100, I'm like, barely made it over. Like, I dribbled over the end of high school. So I barely got my high school certificate or base level everything.
Yeah, man.
And then killing it in uni because it's not as hard as you think if you put the effort in. So don't stress about school.
Boom.
You can do bridging courses. You may not get into the massive university that you like, but at the end of the day, science is science.
Yep.
And it's all the same.
Yeah.
Meh.
Exactly. And on that note, man, I think we're done.
Oh my God. I'm fried.
Woo!
Caca.